Legislature, Attorney General Nikki Sharma introduced the last piece of that anti-racism work that started many years ago with Rachna, just a continuation of amazing work. Rachna is the first South Asian woman to serve as Education Minister of the province. I guess it goes without saying, also the first Sikh woman to serve in that portfolio as well. She is an exceptional champion fighting against racism, fighting for her community, and I want to thank her for emceeing here tonight. We have an amazing team. Many of them are here tonight. You heard their introduction. Happy Vaisakhi, everybody. It's yesterday. I was in Abbotsford at the Gurdwara that was founded in 1911, which I understand was the first Gurdwara built in the Western Hemisphere, which is kind of an amazing thing. That's just down the road here in Abbotsford. And when you go in, for those of you who haven't been there, I imagine most of you have, but for those who haven't, when you go in there into the temple, there's a big picture on the back wall, and it's a picture of a bunch of men who were working in the mill. It was just down the hill from where the temple was built, in the lumber mill, and that was in the early 1900s. So it was dirty, dusty, heavy labor, dangerous work. And the men who were in that painting were working side by side with other workers. They got paid half as much as the workers who were working beside them because they were Sikh. And they, at the end of a long day working at the mill, they carried wood up the hill in order to be able to build this Gurdwara. And from the earliest times of the establishment of that Gurdwara, the Sikh community in Abbotsford was dedicated to this idea of community service. The kitchen was on the bottom floor, as you would expect, serving food to the community, supporting people, charitable works, seva, service to the community. And for this Vaisakhi, it's a religious commemoration, it's a religious festival, and it's also a chance for those of us who aren't Sikh to reflect on those amazing contributions from the very earliest days of British Columbia, the colony, that the Sikh community and those Sikh values were such a core part of who we are now today as a province, even back then. When I think about those values of seeing the humanity in every person first, and supporting them as people, regardless of religious faith, regardless of who they are, that I think is a key value of British Columbia. And I attribute that core value in our province to the presence of those first Sikh arrivals who were part of forging this culture of this place of British Columbia where we all work together. So it was a very inspiring visit, obviously, for me to go there yesterday. It's Sikh Heritage Month. It's a time when we get to reflect on those amazing contributions. You know, a century and a quarter of Sikh presence here in British Columbia, and tomorrow in Surrey we get to cram into the street beside each other, shoulder to shoulder, as we move around and say hi to all of the amazing businesses and nonprofit organizations, and recognize the scientific and educational contributions and all of the amazing ways that Sikhs in British Columbia have helped lift up our province and make this an amazing place to live. So I thank you for joining us here this afternoon to mark Sikh Heritage Month, to mark Vaisakhi, and I want to thank the Nod Center for the Arts. What an amazing musical performance. All of my table mates over there celebrating your amazing talents. I'm sure everybody appreciating that. And I want to thank Subjot for the introduction about the history of Vaisakhi, and just a review for all of us about the importance of this religious festival. And I want to thank the staff and the team here at the hall for preparing an amazing and beautiful lunch for us that we're all going to share. I hope everybody gets to have a wonderful conversation this afternoon. I hope that everybody gets to mark this occasion. I am sitting with some exceptional people at my table. There is not a table here that does not have pioneers that have fought against discrimination and racism, have marked amazing accomplishments in the work that they've done. Please, if you don't know someone at your table, introduce yourself. At my table, Baltaj Dillon. Now here's someone who's serving the community in remarkable ways, fighting racism, keeping people safe. Just one example, I absolutely don't want to get into a mixed martial arts battle with anybody at my table, despite